In this video, I will be demonstrating this wire-wrapped crystal point pendant. The measurements stated are for a crystal point that is a similar size to this one. For different sizes, adjust the length of your wires as necessary. I have 6 lengths of 20 gauge round soft wire. Measure 1.5 inches or 4 centimeters from the end of the wire. I am using tape to mark this point. Lay all the wires next to each other on the tape. To describe the weaving pattern, I will refer to the wires as numbers 1 to 6, with number 1 being the bottom wire and 6 being the top wire. We will be using a simple zigzag pattern. Wrap twice around wires 5 and 6. Wrap twice around wires 4 and 5. Wrap twice around wires 3 and 4. Wrap twice around wires 2 and 3. Wrap twice around wires 1 and 2. Wrap twice around wires 2 and 3. Wrap twice around wires 3 and 4. Wrap twice around wires 4 and 5. Now repeat the pattern. I have woven for 2 inches or 5 centimeters. Now remove the tape and the weaving wire tail. I will now start to bend the woven wires around the stone. Start by choosing which way the crystal point is going to face. The start of the woven section should sit approximately 1/4 of an inch above the point of the crystal. I will use a bit more tape to hold the crystal in place. Take the short unwoven wires and separate them into 2 sets of 3. Find the middle of the weaving wire. Wrap the middle part of the weaving wire twice around both of the inner wires. Use 1/2 of the weaving wire for the back set of wires and the other half for the front set of wires. I will start with the front set of wires. The weaving pattern is still a zigzag pattern. Wrap twice around the middle and upper wires. Wrap twice around the middle and lower wires. Bend the wires over the front of the stone. Take the bottom wire and trim it shorter. Finish the wire by bending the cut end into a small loop. Ensure that the cut end is pushed well down and can't be felt. Continue weaving the remaining pair of wires by wrapping twice around both wires and then twice around just one wire and repeating. Where these wires meet the wires at the side of the stone, bend them upwards and away in the other direction. Secure these wires to the side wires. Thread the weaving wire between the two top wires. Now wrap around the inner of the pair of wires. Repeat this process again for a secure connection. Wrap a few times around the inner wire. I will now trim and finish both wires. Repeat the process with the back set of wires. I will now extend the weaving pattern on the side wires to be long enough to go over the top of the stone and a little way along the other side. Remove the weaving wire tail and bend the wires over the top of the stone. I will now remove the tape. Just like with the bottom of the stones, separate the wires into two sets of 3. Find the centre of the weaving wire and, just like with the bottom section, wrap twice around both of the inner wires. Start with the front wires. Use the same weaving pattern as before to wrap the wires together. Bend the wires over the stone towards the side wires. Bend the bottom wire downwards. Trim and finish the bottom wire. Bend the remaining pair of wires upwards alongside the side wires. Weave the pair of wires up to where they meet the side wires. Attach the wires to the side wires in the same way as with the bottom section. These wires will become the bail of the pendant. Where the wires reach the centre of the top of the stone, bend them upwards. Continue weaving the wires together. I have woven for approximately 3/4 of an inch. Shape the bail by bending it over the top of the stone, leaving a space for your chain or cord. This is where I spent the next 10 minutes connecting the bail to the frame wires. This process was really awkward because the wire was being bent by the stone as I tried to thread it through. Feel free to skip this part, the bail will still be secure enough. Wrap the weaving wire a few times around one of the bail wires and remove the excess. Now to the back wires. Start weaving the wires together. Take the top wire of the 3. Trim it shorter and finish with a loop. Bend the other 2 wires over the stone. Bend the bail wires to follow the other 2 wires. Wrap the 2 wires together up to the point where they come into contact with the bail wires. Wrap twice around the upper of the 2 wires and the lower bail wire. Wrap twice around both bail wires. Wrap twice around the upper of the 2 wires and the lower bail wire. Wrap twice around the 2 wires. Trim and finish the upper of the bail wires. Where the remaining wires meet the side wires, bend them downwards. Trim and finish the outer of the two wires. Wrap the last two wires together. Attach the wires to the side wires. Wrap the wires together a few more times and then finish the short wire. Continue wrapping around the final wire. Where the wire meets the sloop, I am wrapping them together. Wrap a few more times around the wire and remove the excess weaving wire. Trim and finish the final wire. Thank you for viewing. Please join me for my next video.